He roared with his eyesight cracking, "Charlie! You are so majestic. Do you know the status of my Wu family in the south of the Yangtze River? If you provoke me, I will leave you dead without a place to bury die." Charlie sneered and said, "Don't be here to talk to me. Your Wu family is not even the root hair in my eyes. I advise you to get out of Orus Hill as soon as you pay for Tianqi. Otherwise, you father and son, two people, are likely to run for your lives. You." Ragnar really didn't expect Charlie to be so crazy. He had the intention to kill Charlie now, but thinking of the old and immortal attitude of Mr. Song, he could only bear it temporarily, unwillingly. However, in his heart, Charlie is already a mortal person. Only now, the time to kill him is not yet ripe. After he goes back, he will make a good plan. If it is not enough, he will draw a group of masters from the Wu family to smooth out Charlie and Song family together. Thinking of this, Ragnar waved his hand fiercely and blurted out, "Roger, let's go." After that, he took Roger with his broken hand and left the Song family villa in embarrassment. Honor looked at Ragnar's leaving figure, then at Warnya and the young man who was more than 10 years younger, gritted his teeth secretly, his eyes full of unwillingness. For him, it was a heavy loss. Suddenly, this old thing of Grandpa has a lifespan of more than 10 years, and Charlie counts Warnya's great credit, and Grandpa also completely turned his face with the Wu family for Charlie. If this continues, maybe one day Grandpa will suddenly announce that Warnya will be the heir to the next generation. In that way, wouldn't he be empty out of the basket? Ragnar and Roger and his son left the Song's villa with incomparable resentment. Roger clutched his severed hand and said with tears, "Dad, I said a long time ago not to beg the rag named Wade. You must not listen. Now my hands is broken, and you are still caught by him. Humiliated in public, we lost face." Ragnar said with a black face, "Since the Wade is looking for death, don't blame me for being impolite." "Don't worry, Dad will avenge you." Roger blurted out, "Then we will kill Charlie tonight." "No," Ragnar said coldly, "or according to the original plan, kill Mr. Orville first. Pull out the firepower of Mr. Orville, whether it is killing Charlie or the Song family, it will be easy." Roger hurriedly asked, "Dad, what are your specific plans?" Ragnar said, "Heal your hands first, and we will discuss the rest in the long run." The two discussing, have already walked out of the Song family compound. Lu Guang, who had been driven out before and had been waiting here, hurriedly covered his red and swollen face and greeted them quickly. "Mr. Wu, Mr. Lu Guang ran to the front, just about to ask them what happened to Charlie's waist. Did they avenge him? However, he suddenly saw Roger's face pale, his left hand grasped the shrugged right wrist, and he snorted in his heart, and couldn't help feeling that something was wrong. So Lu Guang hurriedly asked, "Mr. Wu, what's wrong with your hand?" Roger snorted in pain, and cursed, "It's all Charlie rubbish. He dared to abandon my hand in public. I must have him dead without a place to be buried." Originally, after Roger discovered that Charlie was the man Warnya liked, he wanted to use this birthday banquet to trample Charlie on his feet, so that Warnya could recognize reality, then change his mind and choose to be with him. Unexpectedly, instead of stepping on Charlie's feet, he, together with his father, was fiercely teased by Charlie. Just now, he and his father took turns to apologize to Charlie. This is simply the second shame after Wu's stepbrother Wu Qi became a feces-swallowing beast. And this bastard not only makes himself face lost in full view, he also broke his wrist. After today, the entire Orus Hill will remember that his grandfather of the first family in the south of the Yangtze River was slapped in public by the nameless pawn, Charlie, and became the laughingstock of everyone. Lu Guang was shocked when he heard Roger's words. He didn't expect that Charlie's rubbish would even dare to beat Mr. Wu. So, he couldn't help but provoke Roger and said, "Mr. Wu, Charlie dares to treat you like this, you must not let him go." Ragnar said coldly, "Don't worry, this Charlie won't live long." With that, Ragnar tell Lu Guang. "Lu Guang, you are a local and you are familiar with the local area. I will give you a task." Lu Guang hurriedly said, "Mr. Wu, please give your orders." Regnar said, "You first take the young master to the best orthopedic hospital and heal the young master's hand. You must not make any mistakes." Lu Guang suddenly realized that Roger's hand was interrupted by Charlie, and said quickly, "Mr. Orville, don't worry. I will take the young master to the best orthopedic hospital." When Roger heard this, he couldn't help asking, "Dad, won't you go to the hospital with me?" Regnar said, "I still have a lot of things to deal with today. Now that we have broken up with the Song family, we must find another place to stay. I plan to go to Shangri-La and book a presidential suite there. By the way, visit Isik, the owner of Shangri-La. After you finish healing your hands, you will come to Shangri-La directly to find me. Then I will tell you about my plan in detail." "Go to visit Isik?" Roger said complainingly. "Dad, why do you want to visit him? Isn't he just a dog from the Eastcliff Wade family? More important than my broken hand?" Regnar frowned and said, "What do you know?" Although the Wu family dominates in the south of the Yangtze River, compared with the Wade family of Eastcliff, they are nothing more than a rich native. Wade family is the real top family.